Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen, or welcome if you're new. My name is Bethany, or Budget Bethany, and today's video is another cookbook collab video. So Tamara from Southern Wife Everyday Live hosted this collab once again. She hosted it last month and she's hosting it again. So I participated in both of them and I really enjoyed it. It was lots of fun. I got to see lots of new recipes. I got to try some new recipes. I'm actually trying one in this video that I was way out of my comfort zone that I would have never tried originally. So last month I cooked 2 recipes from the Pioneer Woman cookbook. Right here, it's the simple scrumptious recipes. Come and get it. And for this video, I'm also going to be cooking one dessert recipe from this book. But the other book that I'm cooking from, is actually made local to where I live. So that's why I'm not showing the bottom, because that does have the place where I live and I'm not really comfortable sharing that. So I won't be able to link this cookbook, but it's got some amazing recipes that a lot of amazing women put together here in my community. These were $20 and I purchased one and I've loved it. I've tried several recipes from it, but today I will be trying a jalapeno popper chicken casserole, and y'all, my family loved it. So I will have all that typed out in the description box, as well as the playlist link and Tamara's channel if you want to go check her channel out. But if you click on the playlist link, you can see all kind of recipes from all kind of women that shared in the cookbook collab today. So definitely go check out that playlist. But y'all, without further ado, let's get on into this video to get into some cooking.
First things first, you have to season up your chicken breast. So I've just seasoned mine with some soul food seasoning, some garlic powder, paprika, and a slap ya mama. So right here is my shells. The recipe calls for bow tie noodles, but I didn't have any, so I'm just going to use the shells. Some breadcrumbs, some cheese, Monterey Jack, and cheddar cheese, some jalapenos, some cream cheese, and some milk. So in my skillet, I just have some butter melting, and I'm going to cook my chicken right on in there in that skillet with that butter. I feel like this way adds more flavor, but of course you could just boil your chicken or even buy a rotisserie chicken. I also have my noodles boiling while my chicken is cooking. Okay, so now we're going to get ready to make our cheese sauce, and you'll need 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese. And you'll need 1 cup of chicken broth. And then you'll need 1/2 cup of milk, and the recipe doesn't say what kind of milk, so I'm just using 2% milk, so I guess you can use whatever kind of milk you prefer or whatever kind you drink. I'm just going to kind of chunk up my cream cheese block so that it will kind of melt faster. Once all that came to a boil, I just used my whisk to whisk out any lumps that were forming, and then we're going to add our 1 cup of cheddar cheese and our 2 cups of Monterey Jack cheese. Okay, so I'm sure that you can tell I'm just going to shred up my chicken right here. I think you can also probably like cube it if you like more of like chunks of chicken, but I'm going to shred mine up. That's just how we prefer it. But of course you do yours however you prefer it. Okay, so now we're going to dice up 1 jalapeno. Alright, y'all, so I'm just going to mix everything up in my 9x13. So I dumped in my drained noodles right here. Of course, you could dump in your drained bow ties if you decided to go exactly by the recipe. I'm going to dump in my chicken that I shredded up. We're going to add in our cheese mixture and our diced up jalapenos, and we're just going to mix everything up, make sure everything gets good and coated. Now we're going to top with our breadcrumbs, and I didn't use all my jalapeno slices, so I'm going to sprinkle some of those on top as well. And then the recipe says bake for 20 minutes covered and bake uncovered for 10 more. And here's how mine look once they come out of the oven. Y'all, you've got to try this recipe. It's something different. You know, if you're tired of eating the same old stuff, this is something really different to try, and my family loved it. Alright, y'all, so we're moving into the sweetness now, and this comes from the Pioneer Woman Cookbook, and it's some peach dumplings, and I probably would have never picked this recipe if it hadn't been for this cookbook collab, just because I usually shy away from recipes that have a whole lot of ingredients, and to me this looks like a whole lot of steps and a whole lot of ingredients, but it's actually not. It's actually really easy, and it has minimal ingredients. Alright, so the recipe calls for 12 tablespoons of butter. I've got that, and 2 cans of crescent rolls. I'm only going to use 1 can because I just don't think I need that much for my family. And then I got the frozen peaches. I've got the 1 1/4 cups of sugar. Got the ground cinnamon. And then you come to the Sprite. And for some reason when I wrote down the ingredients, I did not write down Sprite. And I don't have any Sprite, but I've got some Mountain Dew. So we're going to improvise. And then I've got some whipped cream. So my recipe isn't going to be exactly like Ree's or the Pioneer Woman. So anyway, we're going to use Mountain Dew in ours. I hope it still turns out. I think it will. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started, and hopefully it turns out. Okay, y'all, so I'm just preheating my oven to 350 degrees, and then we're going to use a stick of butter and butter our baking pan. The recipe calls for a 9x13, but I'm not using a 9x13. I just felt like this circle pan right here would just add some character, and I don't know. I do things at the spur of the moment. So at the spur of the moment, I decided I wasn't using a 9x13. I was going to use this pan. So that's what I'm doing, y'all. So just roll with it. So right here, I'm just opening up my crescent rolls, and we're going to kind of flatten those out, and we're going to put a peach in there, and then we're going to roll it up. Okay, so in our saucepan, we're going to melt down 1.5 sticks of butter. And I had the bright idea right here that I could break this stick of butter, and y'all can tell that it didn't go as planned. So I hope you got a little laugh right there. And then we're going to also add in our 1 1/4 cups of sugar. So right here, I'm just measuring out my sugar, and then I'm going to dump that in there with that butter and mix that up with my whisk. And the recipe says to stir it just a few minutes or until it's all combined, but you still want the sugar to be kind of grainy. And then you're just going to pour that sugar mixture all over your rolls. And then you'll just sprinkle it on your cinnamon, and don't be like me and be really heavy-handed with the cinnamon, because mine was kind of cinnamony, if that's a word. But anyway, kind of go lightly with the cinnamon if you don't like a lot of cinnamon.
All right, y'all, here goes nothing. Now we're going to put it in our 350-degree preheated oven and bake it for 40 minutes.
And then the recipe says to top with some whipped topping, and I think you probably could top with some vanilla ice cream as well, because it kind of has a peach cobbler taste. But y'all, this recipe was oh so good. I highly recommend y'all giving this recipe a try. It was delicious. Alright y'all, that's it for this video. Don't forget to go check out the playlist and check out all the other recipes from all the other ladies that are participating in this collab as well. But that's all I got for y'all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave me a big old thumbs up. It helps out my channel so very much. And subscribe if you're not already. I would love for you to join my YouTube family. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye y'all.